one of the big things is I wanted to get your take on mainly the entrepreneur side of what you've been up to, because when we first talked, I think you were just getting started, making more courses, really trying to get your self brand out there and grow that. And I'd love to have a discussion about what that was like during the pandemic and all that, and the craziness, because it, in a lot of ways, and I'll stop talking here in a second, but in a lot of ways, the pandemic ruined so many lives, not just ending lives, but businesses. But for like the online marketplace, it was like a gold rush.
Yeah, and that was one of the things I learned being at the Onion for so many years was diversification. So we started in print, but then as soon as we had the opportunity, we started doing fake radio news that we syndicated to radio stations. And as soon as we could afford to, we made a book and we published a book. So we were in different media, different markets. And then as soon as the internet came around, we went online. And that saved us because there was a big internet crash around 2001. And so many big websites that had really just behemoth investors, $1 billion invested. I went to one company, just as an aside. It was based in San Francisco, and James Cameron was one of the investors, and they had an airplane hangar of people in cubicles doing like digital animation and stuff. After 2001's crash, they were gone. The whole thing was just gone.
Right.
But the Onion survived because we had our print publication that was our primary business. The digital was just a fun, let's try to diversify sort of thing, but all our eggs weren't in that basket. And then we started doing online video. And then in 2008, the print market crashed. Print advertising just bellied up after the housing market crash, and magazines were folding. But the Onion had moved mostly digital by that point, so we survived because we had diversified. So after I left the Onion, I was doing a lot of performing. I was going a lot to colleges and trying to be funny on stage and doing corporate events and stuff like that. And then I wrote this book about how to do comedy, how to write humor, that kind of developed into this series of courses I was doing for the Second City, in-person courses. And yeah, you're right. I was just starting to ramp up my own brand with those courses, rolling them out online right as the pandemic hit. So you're right. It was a gold mine. Everybody wanted to learn. Everybody wanted to take a new course, learn a new skill. And I used that like in my marketing. I was like, hey, you're sitting around at home. You got nothing to do. Why not learn to be a comedy genius? I've got the recipe. All you got to do is take this simple course. Got a ton of people to sign up for the course. We're still having a great time. I give people lifetime access to the course and to me. So we do these they're about 3 times a month meetings where we go over material, and it's like having a writer's room. So anybody trying to do comedy knows it's critical to have a group who can review your work before you put it out there. And it's one of the things I like to provide. So it's been a great ride. It's been super fun. And I got lucky. It was lucky. But again, you make your own luck. I diversified,